Hello, my name is Josh Polasky, and I'm a 19-year-old student. I'm a male, and I'm attending the Michigan State University. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, actually a suburb just 10 minutes outside of the city. I understand how the culture back home can be very different from the culture here. Um, Given that, like, where I'm from back home is a predominantly Jewish neighborhood in town. All of my best friends and everybody who I've always really interacted with in my life, obviously not entirely, but for the most part, has been Jewish or of the same cultural backgrounds and beliefs. Um, Having the opportunity to come to school at Michigan State University has really opened up the door to the people who I interact with. I've never interacted with this many international students in my life. Um, and I mean, just being from a different place in the world, I really can see cultural differences, but I can also see a lot of cultural similarities. And I think the one biggest one here at MSU would be the idea of teamwork and to work together. I mean, yes, we're all here to educate ourselves and to get the best jobs we can get and to make money when we're older and all yada yada yada. But ultimately, I really think that what really defines the culture here at MSU is the sense of teamwork and the idea that you want to see your students or your classmates do well and be right there with you, as opposed to, I know some other schools, I've talked to some friends and they go there and they actually get more excited when they look to their neighbor and they see that they got a bad grade. Where here, you really want everyone to be doing well and everyone be on the same page. Um, so I think that my cultural differences may differ from someone else, being that I am Jewish. I think your religion says a lot about your culture. Um, I mean, obviously, there's no one correct religion, but I do think that religion is something that separates different cultures and have different values, beliefs, etc. Um, I understand that, like, depending on where you are in the world, there are different needs. So here in America, especially in Michigan, um, for example, uh, everyone here at Michigan State is working to become something that requires a diploma or a certificate or your graduation certificate. And what I mean is, from there, people really want to achieve jobs that, like, being a lawyer, being a journalist, being a doctor, being in business, etc., being in psychology, all those options. But depending on where you are in the world, you may not have those opportunities, or they may not be needed. So just right there, just from your physical location, your cultures can vary just based upon, like, your necessities. I plan to interact with my friend's brother, Daniel. He's a brother of one of the brothers of my fraternity here at Michigan State University. He differs from me in many ways, yet is similar to me in many ways as well. Daniel is from Mexico and lived his first 11 years of his life there. When he was 11, he moved to Michigan to better his opportunities. I think that my friend Daniel may be more different from me than I actually do think when it comes to his family culture. Being that he is from Mexico, I know that they really emphasize the idea of family. I personally just live with my mom, my dad, my sister, and my two dogs. However, my friend Daniel lives with all those people except an extra sister and his grandparents, and his aunt and uncle. I'm eager to ask him the values that his family holds. I'm planning on playing type of strategic board game, and the reason being is I'm really interested in seeing how my friend Daniel will approach difficult or highly strategic situations compared to me. I want to know if, like, maybe they're similar or different. I mean, I know when I play like a strategic game, I'm more aggressive rather than defensive. Um, I don't know. I just like to see how that compares, and to see really how he handles tough situations. Um, I also want to bring him to, like, a sporting event for us to participate in, like a pickup basketball or soccer game. I mean, sports are praised in every single culture, some more than others. Obviously, here in the United States, sports is a multi billion dollar industry, including even college sports. So obviously, we place a high value on sports. and like the key to sports teams and success is teamwork. And so I'm really interested to see how my friend will will tackle stressful situations both on a board game and when he's working independently and on a team where he's working with other people with one common goal. Um, I think that, like I said, I would plan on doing that, and I think that those two ideas are really gonna um, maximize my learning from him because it will actually, instead of him just telling me about his culture, I'll be able to actually like see him like react to different situations. So it's more of a raw and organic understanding of how his culture has really shaped who he is. And I think that, I don't think that interacting with him would take me that much outside of my comfort zone. Though his English isn't the best, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. I've never been extremely like talkative about like my culture and my religion. So I mean, this would be a cool and fun opportunity to interact with someone that is my age, or close to my age, that shares a lot of similarities. The big one being that we're both students here at MSU, and the other big one being that he spent half of his life in Mexico and really has been able to live two different lives with two different cultures, which is really interesting to me.